Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shaira and I post planner and lettering videos on this channel. So today I have another plan with me for you guys, and it's with this printable kit actually, which is from Print Petticoat Bandit. I know a lot of you guys use printable stickers. My first printable sticker that I've used in recent times at least was actually one that I filmed a couple weeks ago. But a couple of you have actually recommended Print Petticoat Bandit to me because they have foil ready printable stickers, and so they actually give you the silhouette files. When I got my printable from A Little Spark, they also gave me the silhouette files, which is always nicer because it's just easier to plug it into silhouette software and just cut it from there. Because this was a foil ready kit, it actually came in like 2 pieces per like sheet. So there was a layer for the foil and then a layer for the background itself, or like the regular print, because you do need to print them off of 2 different printers. Through this process, I actually found out that my current laser printer might be on its way out, mostly because I've used it ever since I had a shop. I was selling foiled stickers at one point. And so just looking into just how it's printing, it kind of pulls paper all crooked sometimes. And that's just my long way of explaining the fact that you might notice that the foiling is off on some of these, or the cuts are off. It all kind of depends on how that specific sheet was set up. Some of them I had to align with the inkjet side of things, which might mean that the foil might be a little bit off. So in like some of the full boxes, like the foil borders might be off, and then for other pieces it might be that the cuts are off. So you might see some of my quarter boxes and third boxes just kind of have the white space in the middle not be in the middle. Just FYI there. I would have troubleshot it even more, but I realized that it was just my printer. It just wasn't printing straight. It kept pulling it in different directions, and at one point it didn't even want to pull the paper at all. And so I just kind of gave up, and I thought, like, despite everything, it still looked pretty nice. I did use rose gold foil on this, and I tried to match mostly rose gold foil with it, like with my washi and other kind of accents that I've added in. I really like the template or the format for this kit. Actually, there's a lot of pages in this kit, and I actually did not print everything out just because I felt like majority of what I needed was available in the first 3, or in this case 6 because they were cut in half, pages of the kit, and so I did stick with those first. In general, I think Print Petticoat Bandit, I can't say that fast, but I think they set up their files really well, and it's just more so like a personal problem of my printer just not printing right. So I'll totally pick up more of their kits in the future, and maybe once my printer isn't acting up or I get a new one, I can show you guys how I print like printables that are foiled. So I might do like a quick little video on how that's done. I did do this on glossy, which you guys might know glossy is not necessarily my favorite paper of choice for printable stickers, or in general like planner stickers, just because I don't really like the reflection of it. However, glossy stickers are the easiest to foil, to be honest, and so that's kind of where that's at. I do need to go back and try to foil like premium matte stickers in the future though. But yeah, so I'm just going through the week of, I don't know what week this is. It's like the 3rd week of August. I just pulled my cloud planner next to me just so I can reference the week that I am planning in this spread. But it's the week of August 17th through the 23rd. I did skip a week last week just because I did have struggles with printing this kit. It was really frustrating for me just because my printer was just not doing its thing. I started running out of paper, and it was just a whole mess. But anyways, just to kind of go into anything I've done so far. So I'm already on Tuesday. I did try to do a little bit of layering, but honestly, y'all, I am not the best at layering. It's something I need to get better with, or maybe just kind of get more familiar with, just like trying different shapes that I'm not super used to. But I really love that it's not like all boxy, because there's all these other shapes that I can mix in. So I really, really enjoyed that. If you've watched my last couple of plan with me's, you might know that for like my voiceovers, I'm trying to kind of shift them to not just be like, hey, this sticker was from this one place. So if you do have any questions about where any specific stickers are from, I would totally be happy to answer your questions. You can just comment below, but we're probably going to shift these voiceovers to be a little bit more like personal, I guess, or just kind of more chit-chatty, even though my plan with me's tend to be a little shorter. So this week that I'm planning, it was a couple weeks back now. It's almost a month back, to be honest, now that I'm recording this voiceover. And so there's actually not too much that I'm like, oh my god, I need to talk to you guys about this one thing that happened this week. There's maybe like a couple of things, but I think some of those things get too close to like really personal stuff, I guess. But so one thing I do remember about this week was this was probably one of the first weeks that San Diego was so freaking hot. You guys probably already know that California is still quite literally on fire, even though the media is probably not talking about it so much. One thing that I do want to try to do more of, especially after like the pandemic ends, and I'll kind of get more into that in a little bit, is just kind of shifting over to more reusable things that would be more environmentally friendly. Just, obviously given the fact that global warming is a very real thing. Our summers get even hotter, our fire seasons get even worse every year. So I want to like do my part, and it's not like I've never done my part before. It's just that I think like there's ways to kind of continuously like add more, like incrementally be better with that. And so one thing I noticed, and this is related to the pandemic, is that there's way more like single-use plastics back in the market or in the community, I guess, in general. Especially now when you take out from like your favorite restaurants, a lot of them use a lot of plastic, like very single-use plastic. And so I totally get it from the business side of things. Like you have to just do whatever is most feasible for you. It's kind of hard to think through things that are more reusable. It kind of sucks that like the things that are helpful to the environment are like so much more expensive, and it's just harder to kind of keep it as something that you do very often, especially on like the business side of things. I think for us as individuals, it's always better for us to have, reusable cups or takeout containers or something like that. But I mean, it makes sense that like during the pandemic, it's not like we can actually bring in our reusable like containers, because there's obviously the worry, the fear of spreading something through those belongings that you kind of share out. So I totally get it. I feel like this is kind of related to a different rant I've had before. I don't think I've said it on this channel, but it's so hard to be healthy because they make it so expensive to buy healthy food, and it's just so unattainable. And so it's just kind of like that whole thing. And don't get me wrong, I understand the economics of it. There's a lot of various reasons why like things that are better, not just for the planet and for ourselves, are more expensive. But I wish it was more accessible for more people to just be able to actually help with these initiatives that make ourselves as like a race, a human race, and like a planet better. But I digress, and my plan with me is literally already on Saturday, and I feel like this kind of became a little bit more of a rant. But really all I'm trying to say is I hope that with everything going on, that you're also still thinking about the ways that you can help better a lot of these issues that we are noticing in the world. The day I'm recording this voiceover is actually National Voter Registration Day, so it would have been a couple days after by the time you guys actually see this, and I'm still trying to catch up on my videos, by the way. But if you are not already, make sure to register to vote. Make sure to look into if you need a mail-in ballot. I think in California they're just sending everyone mail-in ballots, which is amazing. But definitely look into like ways for you to contribute and help anything that you can, especially the issues that we are noticing way more of now that we're mostly indoors, hearing about all these things going on in the world. So I think I'm just trying to say that I want to use my platform for good as well, and kind of bring that into the community. So here's a quick Viv wiggle, just checking a couple things off, and here's some leftovers. I have a good amount, and like I said, I didn't even print the whole thing, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching this plan with me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.